Welcome to 24 Hours of Daytona. This time we're going to use the Ford Mustang, see if it's any better, see if it's any quicker. But there is one thing that is very different in this car than it was with the BMW, and we'll see that a bit more later on. Coming around turn 1, we have managed to gain 2 positions before turning into a lawnmower. Never mind, just lost everything we have just gained, but this race is an hour long, so the tables are going to keep turning as the race progresses. Now, there wasn't many hypercars in this race. I think there was only 2 or 3, which is actually quite beneficial to ourselves because we don't have to worry about them cars coming up behind us, overtaking, or possibly rear-ending us or shafting us out the way. So it's predominantly GT3 cars. Catching up behind, actually quite a nice liveried red Ford Mustang. But we're not the only one in this race that's chosen a great car. Out the other side onto the outer bank. That was a bit of a move from the Mustang there. Must have had a little bit of tail end happiness. It is a very slippy car. And we are now 1 second away from a very unique name. That's the best way I can put it. Oh dear me. Coming up to the crane on the right side is a great point of reference to slow down. Although we're coming in a little bit hot. Oh dear me. At least we managed to save it. That's all I can say about that event there. And that is a lesson learned, not to go flying into the bus stop moment and apply a bit more braking pressure. Yeah. The Mustang, well, the setup I've got on this car now has very, very little, I think 0 downforce on the rear of this car. So, yeah. Got to trial and error it. But like I say, the best part is we're facing the right direction at the end, and although we're now back down to P5 again, work our way back up, get back onto the podium position. Again, anything can happen during this race. It is an hour long and we still have 57 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. It's great to see though that the endurance racing is back and this event is on. While this lobby isn't what I'd call populated, you know, it's coming to the end of the month, it has been out for a period of time, the novelty has worn off. It's still very much fun and very much competitive. To be fair though, last time we did this race, turn 1 was an absolute mess, so at least we didn't have to have that in this race. So every cloud, I guess. Coming around the final corner here, onto the outer banking, at least position 2, 3 and 4 is just ahead of us. P1 McFly is off doing her own thing, by the looks of it, 15 seconds ahead. 15 minutes of this race remaining, still keeping up with unique name in position 4. P3, I think that's going to be Snow, and we still have, well, we're actually quite a lead from the car behind. Oh no, unique name has gone gardening. That opens the door for us to catch up to Tricky Snow, 1.6 seconds ahead, and position 6 being 42 seconds behind gives us also a little bit of breathing space. 1.5 seconds away from unique name behind us, who has actually caught up a little bit. Now, people may well be on different tyre strategies here. We are running hards. Going to do hards for 20 minutes like we did in the previous race, and then keep changing every 20 minutes to complete the hour. I think that is probably one of the better strategies, but although other drivers may well be using different strats such as medium tires, not too sure why Tricky Snow is closing the door, blocking, if you want to argue with that one. Tricky Snow, we have 47 minutes 52 seconds remaining of this race. Choose your battles wisely, bud. Last person who chose to block in an egregious manner met said Shadow Realm quite briefly, so that is an option as well. Getting actually a very good run out of that bus stop. I wonder if it's going to happen again. No. Maybe? Twitchy? Getting nervous? No. Okay. A little bit of contact from the other side as they try and jump into the slipstream behind us, but yeah, at least it wasn't tail whipped out of the way or pit maneuvered. Coming into this corner a little bit hot, managing to make it out the other side. I've got a little bit cautious about what Tricky Snow was going to do behind. Again, you know, past events does not help the situation. Now, we are 4 seconds away from Bland Pegasus in position 2, which is very good news. So we have plenty of time to catch them up, although McFly is 18 seconds away. Now, that might sound like a very big number, especially when you're only 14 minutes into a race. 18 seconds is just one accident away from catching them up. So while it may look good on paper, it really isn't that much or a large amount of time overall in the grand scheme of things. Sunset has started to take over. Nighttime is setting in. 41 minutes remaining of this race. Tires are on minor wear. Very, very close to going on to moderate wear. We'll extend it for one more lap because we need to make sure we're at the better half of the 40 minutes for the next stint ahead of us. Everybody behind has gone into the pits and we have gone gardening, although the shop is closed at the moment and we'll have to come back later. Funny enough, McFly is doing the same tactic as we are. Must be hard tyres, extending it for one more lap. Not too sure what car they are in, but this Mustang did seem to go through tyres a little bit quicker than the BMW. I think the BMW lasted up to the 40-minute mark before we was anywhere near moderate wear. This one not doing all that well. We do have a good bit of space away from Bland Pegasus, behind 21 seconds. Oh, that does remind me, they were in front before they went into the pits, so take that with a pinch of salt. But position 4, Unique Name, has just exited the pits, 31 seconds behind us, and I think it takes about 35 seconds to pit here, so we should be in front of them as we come out the other side. Rear tyres have gone on to moderate wear now. Coming to the bus stop moment, do we fall off? Are these rear tyres going to bite us? A little bit, but we played it cautiously, made it out the other side. McFly has gone into the pits as well, so we're 24 seconds away from them at the moment. Ourselves, we're going to go into the pits as we come around this corner, get a fresh set of hard tyres and last another 40 minutes, and that is actually really perfect timing. 40 minutes, 9 seconds remaining as we enter the pits, come out the other side. 39 minutes 18 of this race to go. Tricky Snow being 15 seconds behind us. Bland did quit the race, so that's P2 in the bag at the moment, although Tricky Snow has every opportunity to catch up, and ourselves are one accident away from being under pressure from the cars behind. Unique Name in position 4 is still 17 seconds away, so at the moment we have quite the breathing space to make sure we can stay consistent and keep putting the lap times in. It is very easy to back off, relax, because you have quite the value of breathing space, and sometimes trying to keep pace when you're by yourself and not competing with somebody, things can drop, and it's very easy to not realize that you're starting to lose pace lap after lap after lap, so just bear that one in mind. Coming into the bus stop at 29 minutes of this race remaining, 24 seconds away from McFly, 29 seconds away from Tricky Snow, 50 seconds away from Unique Name in P4. Unique Name has gone into the pits again though, so they must have gone on to medium tyres for the second part of the stint and trying to make them work. Not too sure they've become any faster from it, but they are 19 seconds away from Tricky Snow. Not too sure it's a great plan. The problem with Daytona is the pit stop does take such a long time, and the way I see it is the longer you're not in the pits and the more you're on the track, the more time you save overall. While some of the tracks are very, very different, you know, Bathurst, for example, the pit in there takes about 19 seconds. It is a very, very quick pit. So is the Nürburgring, so sometimes you have to balance the pros and the cons, and here it takes about 40 seconds. So balancing the con on that one is definitely stay out on the track and keep the rubber turning. Things have been working in our favour overall. We haven't lost any more time away from McFly in position 1. If anything, we're actually keeping up pace with them. Now we just need to stop pressurising a little bit more and pulling a little bit more and try and start bringing that delta time down. Thing is, on the flip side of it, we have now managed to create quite a time gap away from Tricky Snow behind us, 44 seconds away behind, and Unique Name in position 4 is now 55 seconds away from us overall. So that's a whole minute, which is absolutely brilliant news, gives us plenty of breathing space, but all our tyres are on minor wear just about, except for one of them actually is doing really well. Track position and timing is not in our favour at the moment, and I mean that by the way of we're coming around this corner now and we have 22 minutes remaining. Going into the pits now would not be a great idea, and I don't think another lap will do that, so we have to extend this by 2 more laps. And as you can see, our tyres are very well cooked, moderate wear most of the way around. Going to have to hop into the pits now, but we are at the better half of 18 minutes remaining of this race. So that means our tyres are going to be perfect for the last stint overall as the sun does start coming up. Not only that, we have been gaining time on McFly that is in position 1 and further getting away from the cars behind, which is brilliant news. Maybe a bit of fatigue is setting in, or pace is not once what it was, but either way, 18 seconds away, 17 minutes of this race remaining. That's only a second a minute, which is doable, definitely doable. And again, only one accident away from us claiming that P1 spot. Not only that, even if we do crash ourselves, we have 80 seconds to put ourselves right, which is really great news. Wow, that 80 seconds dropped quickly. Now suddenly at 60 seconds. Yeah, not too sure what happened there, but seriously, this calculator is not doing very well at the moment. 10 minutes of this race remaining. McFly is only 9 seconds away. No accident, no collisions that I know of, but overall keeping a very good pace ourselves, and I think they're dropping off ever so slightly. You can see our time delta is flickering between red and green, which means we're pretty much on point for exact best lap time all around and keeping true to our pace. Absolutely brilliant though, this race at Daytona. Brilliant track, brilliant cars overall. Yes, would have been great if there was more people in the lobby, of course it would have, but that means more people may quit as well, and it does seem to filter out during the race total. Nobody, as far as I'm aware, has quit this race yet, besides that one person in the GT3 car, and we're not under constant pressure from the hypercars as well, as I think there was only 2 or 3 of them in the race. 9 minutes of this race remaining. I wonder if we can actually make this time up. 9 seconds away from the fly. I'm going to be very curious. We set a best lap time again, better than we have done previously by 1/10, and that 1/10 does make all the difference. Interesting fact though, if you look at the top left of the leaderboard now, Tricky Snow is only 2 seconds ahead of Unique Name, and Unique Name has had a totally different pit strategy. So it does go to show that having a different strategy really isn't all that detrimental. But as we come towards the end of the race, that may well change. I mean, we're now 8 seconds away from McFly. Less than 5 minutes of this race remaining. Tricky Snow 76 seconds behind, as well as Unique Name 77. So they're definitely battling with each other. Just ourselves haven't really made much time on McFly, which is not ideal. But at least ourselves we're on the podium, which is, yeah, very much ideal. 7.9 seconds away from McFly. I guess they're probably feeling a bit of the pressure as well, because they were over 20 to 30 seconds ahead of us, and during the course of the race we'll be slowly chipping away at that. Goes to show really, I mean, if we didn't go off the track at the beginning, you know, or go off the track at the bus stop, you know, this race could have been very very different. You can actually see McFly not too far off in the distance there. Pretty sure that is them. 7.6 seconds away. Oh, Unique Name has gone into the pits with 3 minutes 55 seconds of this race remaining. That's insane. Oh, the tyres must have been absolutely cooked and just not able to last the latter part of this stint. Well, I do hope though that when they come out of the pits we are in front of them though, because we don't want to be battling somebody that we're pretty much lapping. Yeah, definitely do not need that on our side. I mean, our tyres are looking pretty good overall. Oh my gosh, they're coming out of the pits there. Get on that power, get away from them. They're definitely going to be on soft tyres. There will be no other option to choose. Why would you choose medium or hards? You only have 3 minutes of this race remaining. You're better off going on softs. we may well have an issue here, and an issue we do not need right now. Would not be ideal. I mean, while they are 107 seconds behind us, and Tricky Snow has managed to hold on to P3, Unique Name may start challenging us during the race. We have actually caught up a little bit more time from McFly in P1, 7.1 seconds away. Do you know what's really surprised me of this race? That nobody actually has a penalty on the leaderboard. We have all lasted almost 1 hour without anybody claiming a penalty, and that in itself is absolutely insane. 40 seconds of this race remaining. Tyres have just clicked onto minor wear, which is absolutely perfect. 6.3 seconds away from McFly in position 1, 86 seconds away from Tricky Snow, and Unique Name that was behind us is now 123 seconds away. So I'm not too sure what's happened there, but we have gained more time away from them, which is really ideal. Gets the pressure away from us. 15 seconds remaining. Very much doubt we're going to overtake McFly, especially in the straight line, unless they fall off at the end, which I don't think we're going to be able to claim that back. You never know. They might have not made turn 1, but the race is going to end by the time we actually enter turn 1. But P2's in the bag, which is absolutely brilliant. What a great race overall. And we had one person quit from GT3 that left 5 of us, and one person quit from the hyperclass, so that left 2 remaining. P1 was in a Porsche. Fair enough. Good car choice. Very good car choice. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.